Minutes on a break, you know what I'm saying? It's all come to a halt today. We got to figure out what camp to join, folks. We got to figure out which camp to join. This is like an impromptu live. This is technically an impromptu live for Dot's new song. Let's call it that. Let's call it that. This is an impromptu live for Dot's new song. Bro in there talking about some, he wants to take the industry down. It's time for me to join a camp. It's time for me to join a camp. Should I join OVO and become OVOK? Should I join Dreamville? Or should I join PG Lane /CDE? How y'all feel about that new Kendrick record? I should have did a live last night, but K-Dot dropped that shit so late. I'm like, yo, K-Dot dropped it too late. I got 30 minutes. Come on, let's heat up. Let's heat up. Everybody getting in the chat. We got about 30 minutes. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? The industry darling want to take the industry down. That's very interesting. Pen game is beautiful. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about. Let's clarify first. Maybe we get a few more people in here, but 30 minutes. Y'all take way too long to get in this live, man. Let's clarify first the record. I said it on my post yesterday. I'm hoping my opinion is understood. I think, and the reason I wasn't super gassing it is that I trust this pen game. Like, I know Dot's pen game is crazy. So, that's a beautiful display of features of technical MCing. And I think if the beat was at the beginning, like, going to be a setup for a drop, that beat would have been harder, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? No drums, and then it was set up, and then a drop. Boo! What? But I can't do that beat for 5 minutes. Hey. And I'm a rapidy head ass nigga. I can't do that beat for 5 minutes. So, I played it. How many times did I play it yesterday? I played that record like 7 times. Y'all go ahead, like the live, man. Like the live so we can, because we only got 30 minutes. Like the live so we can get everybody in here. Like the live. So I can only probably do that beat. I listened to it probably, I would say 5 to 7 times yesterday. I'm going to talk about that NYC in a second. So just to digest everything, somebody was fast enough to get the lyrics up in there. That was great. And I was like, okay. Now, so that's how I feel about the record. Great rapping. The beat is cool for a while. After a while, it just becomes, it's like, I can't do that beat for that long. And that's normal. I don't know why people try to lie like production don't matter in hip hop. Like, as a sample, the production is that's a good production, but eventually, if it's something I don't play around, ride around to, and if you ask Dot would tell you that's exactly how he probably made the record. He didn't make that record. Dot didn't make that record. Dot didn't make that record, guys. Like the live. Come on, this is a 30-minute live. I'm on lunch doing this because I didn't do it yesterday night, and I don't want nobody to think like I don't want to do lives for Kendrick either. So I just was like, you know what? I got 30 minutes. I got a busy, pretty jam-packed day. I still didn't work out. I trained clients in the morning. I'm at my 9 to 5. An African got to get to it. Mark, what up, baby? An African got to get to it. How do I balance these lives, work, and your workout regimen? We're gonna talk about that in a second, Tesseract. But let me go back. So my opinion of the record is great rapping, but I never doubted Dot's ability to rap. The beat, I can't do that repetitively. Oh, we're talking about Dot's new record, but we're also joking around talking about what camp I should join. I'm being funny. What camp should I join? OVO K, Dreamville K, PG Lane K. I want to talk about that in the last 10 minutes, even though I'm being funny. But yeah, the beat, guys. I'm in the car right now, just trying to get. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, God, man. Look, 30 minutes, and look, we already running it up. So I did it. I'm doing an impromptu live for Kendrick because I'm like, yo, I don't want nobody to think like I wouldn't do it for him yesterday, but he dropped it so late. I'm like, bro. Like. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to do it today. But then I looked at my schedule. I'm like, hey, Brody, I can't. So I'm like, you know what? Kendrick, you have my lunch break. I spent 30 minutes eating. Now Kendrick can have the remaining 30 minutes. But anyway, let's get back on track because we only have 30 minutes. And Angie, I promise this time I can't. Even if I wanted to extend it, Angie, I can't because I got to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not working from home today. So, anyway, long story, guys. That's how I feel about the record. Let's move on. Now, a lot of y'all are talking about the messaging. So let me scroll up because NYC, I said I was going to talk about the messaging in the song. And I think the messaging is the biggest part of this record. The messaging, if you ask Dot, that's what he cared about. He didn't care if you was going to be bumping this in the car. Dot didn't care if you liked the beat. It was a nice little vibe so he could vent and get his message off. So from a Dot perspective, he wanted to get his message off. The two other perspective is the audience perspective from people that are K-Dot cult members / K-Dot stans / heavy K-Dot fans. Actually, 3 perspectives. Then there's the people with a rational brain that's trying to make sense of all this. And then there's the final group of people who are anti-Kendrick. And most people ain't even really anti-Kendrick if you really want to keep it a beam. They probably just heavy Drake fans that they're like, I don't really like this guy trying to take down my GOAT, which is fair. But most people, I think, aren't anti-Kendrick, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about rhetoric. Let's talk about, hold on, I want to chat moving fast as hell right now. Somebody said it's a little boring. Well, let's talk about the rhetoric, guys. Let's talk about the rhetoric of this record. Drunk Jada, you can be a fan of all 3 and still like them equally. Yes. And that's balance. And somebody just asked me, how do I do all this? How do I work, train, work out with myself, make content, and all this nonsense? The reality is so let's make this about me for 2 seconds. Then we get back to these guys that y'all care about. The reality, guys, is that the same thing I be pushing on this app is the same thing I push in my life. I'm trying to be balanced, so I try to keep my hands on different things. But sometimes I have to scale it back. And that's why sometimes I do that with like my rap shit too. Like, for example, I've been thinking as my content grows and as I try to now hop on YouTube and streaming Twitch and stuff like that, something's going to have to take a back fold. Wink, wink. Y'all should know which one that is. It's going to take a back. But I'm not going to get into that too much. That's why you need to support me. So something's going to have to take a back seat. I'll figure that out. But I'm very interested in life and being very balanced. And that's why when these guys drop, I try to find what I connect with them with. Like, okay, like for example, with this record, guys, Emma saying this song is cool, is not for the casual listener. That's probably what it is. Like for me, I'm not a casual listener of K-Dot. I look at Kendrick to learn how to rap. I know y'all like, what? How? He's on that list. He's not the only one, obviously. And even Drake is on that list. Cole is on that list. But there's certain things that Kendrick does technically that it's like only 2 people I really pick that up from. And it's M and Kendrick. And it's where I'm actually weakest at as an MC that does this shit for fun. I'm not a great technical MC. Right, guys? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're talking about the chat, M. I got you. I'm not a great technical MC. So I had to learn, the Cannabis, Black Thought, Kendrick, and Eminem. I'm not good at a bit of a rap. I'm not good at that shit. And I was like, how am I going to get better at it if I don't go learn from the people that are great at it? Right, guys? So for me, when Kendrick drops a song like this, if I wasn't making content, I wouldn't give a damn what y'all think. With all due respect. I wouldn't give a damn if Drake fans don't like it. I wouldn't give a damn if people thought he was being hypocritical. I would be like, all right, what did he teach me how to do now? That's how, if I ever looked at a map, is bro calling me old? Because I have. Back in the day. Trap Savior, what do you mean by that, brother? I don't like that comment. You gotta be careful. I'd rather you just call me Unc instead of asking me if I ever looked at a map. But now, so that's what I took out of the record is the skill. Now, the rhetoric, everybody's hung up on the rhetoric. And for me, guys, the rhetoric is they all have their own opinions and rhetorics. And that's the problem. No, I don't think Kendrick is trying to draw out anybody. I don't think he's trying to draw out anybody. Sorry, guys. I'm not taking guests today. We only got 30 minutes. But it is high quality raps. And it is like a man that's really dealing with the internal struggles of doing this. Right? And if y'all took him down from that pedestal for a second, you will realize, I don't know, it must be the wisdom. I got some gray hairs. Cash, not really, because this is a 30-minute live. I gotta just read the questions, because everybody, if I start taking requests, I'm screwed. I might as well turn that off. If I take requests, I'm screwed. So I gotta turn that off, because unfortunately, guys, y'all know I love taking requests. I love taking requests. I wish we had more time, but this is like an impromptu live, and if I don't do it today, if I don't do it right now, oh my God, Gay Dot is a new one. Boogie, relax. Damn. You know what, guys? All right, let me be honest with y'all. Let me be honest with you guys. All right. I have a problem. Kaya, what up? Intern here at the HQ and HQ LLP. I have a problem with how these three guys get treated. And do I think Drake is the GOAT? No, my GOAT is Jay-Z. But that's my opinion. I think Drake is in my top 10 rappers all the time. Most of us don't like it. That's not my problem. That's my opinion. Drake's in my top 10. Kendrick in my top 10. J. Cole in my top 10. You know who should be in, but low-key, I got to figure it out. Nicki Minaj should be in there, but let's put that aside. I know that sounds nuts. Y'all don't want to hear it. Biggie, Pac, Eminem. Let's start over from the top. Okay. Drake, Cole, Kendrick. That's 3 out of 10. Jay-Z, Nas. Because top 10 ain't just like, oh, you lyrically skilled. I'm putting a lot of shit together. So we did Pac, Nas. We did the big three. We did Jay, Nas, Big, Pac. I'm already at 7. Eminem, I'm already at 8. Outkast. I don't put Andre in there without Big Boy. So Outkast is 9. And 10 was, did I throw Kanye in there? Or did I say that Kanye wasn't a producer? What did I put it out there. I can't remember. Am I missing somebody? I think it was Kanye. But then I said, Wayne. It was Wayne. Thank you, gentlemen. My bad. It wasn't because I said Kanye was a producer. It was Wayne. It was my bad. It was Wayne. Thank you. Sorry. Relax. Houston is cool. This is just an impromptu live. We got 30 minutes. I'm in the office too. I didn't say Wayne. And I want to get back to the point. Let's start from the top, okay? The big three. So Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake. That's 3. Jay-Z, Nas. That's 5. Biggie, Pac. That's 7. Right? Eminem. Right? Wayne. Right? And Outkast. It's not in order. And then right outside of that is Nicki Minaj. And if we want to do a little DEI, we can kick somebody out and put Nicki in there for DEI purposes. We can put somebody in there for, hey, you want to get the Republicans worked up. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity. Hey, let's try to put Nicki Minaj in there. Who going out? Anyway, back to the Kendrick record. Future in my top 5. Shut the impactful, maybe. Future's not in my top 10, bro. I'm at work, so I'm using all the corporate lingos. Sometimes when I look at the reports, when we talk about really having some representation of rap, what we really have to do is get the woman engaged. And a rapper such as Nicki Minaj is absolutely that representation, right? Someone that's really gonna come in, show out and show in for the barbs. No, JID's not in my top 10. Anyway, let's get back to the Kendrick record. All right, so the rhetoric. Everybody's mad. I sound like Trump. Everybody's mad at the rhetoric. So I said these guys are in my top 10. So the reason I mentioned my top 10 is I try to take these guys for what they are, and I give them so much grace. Everybody in my top 10, they get love and critique from me, but they get so much grace. You understand what I'm saying? They get so much grace. So for me, it ain't that I'm making excuses. JID's not in my top 10. Get out of here. He's cool. He's a great rapper. One of the better rappers this, decade, but no. But I give these guys a lot of grace, so I'm always telling you guys that, so you know, like, if you want me to be hard on someone and I'm not being hard on them, pause if necessary. But it's because these guys are in that territory for me, and I feel like a lot of y'all don't have some of them in that territory yet, and that's where we differ. I have a lot of critiques about Jay-Z. I wouldn't talk out of my mouth that crazy about Jay-Z or Nas. And I got to give y'all grace too, because there was a time when Jay and Nas was beefing, you know. Actually, I'll say post-beef, because I wasn't really that crazy about hip-hop at that time to know all the intricates. But, like, when I really started falling in love with Jay, and I knew that Nas was his enemy, I was like, oh, Nas. Nas dropped one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. It's a tie for me between Illmatic and Get Rich or Die Trying. I can't talk crazy about Nas. Shout out to Nas. He just had a great feature on LL Cool J's album on a record called Praise Him or something like that. Anyway, so back to the topic, guys. Back to topic. So I don't talk crazy out my neck with these guys. So when they do something, I'm listening. I will admit certain truths, but I'll also know that there's certain things they do well. Like this record, a lot of y'all saying, am I related to Mos Def? No, but I think Mos Def's one of the greatest rappers of all time as well. He probably not, in my top 10, but goddamn, that boy could rap. It's weird. I look like Mos Def and I love music and I rap. I know somebody used to go do a DNA test. Drake said I didn't send the invoice. It's coming. I've been doing some goddamn pro bono work around here for all three of these guys. Criteria for top 10: lyricism, popularity, discography, impact, what else? Performance. Those are kind of like my things. That's really it. And they got sell some damn records. I know you guys don't like that. When we were younger, people used to try, because 50 Cent was the one that like made like selling records like an important thing, and everybody was like, no, that's not important. I'm sorry, it's important. Like Jadakiss could rap with, and Jada has soul records, can rap with, you know, I guess Jay-Z. Yeah, that's a good example. They came up in the same era. Like if you look, I wouldn't tell you that Jada couldn't rap with Jay-Z. That doesn't make sense. But I know that in terms of body of career, then no, 50's not in my top 10. Although he's my second favorite rapper ever, it's a tie. It's a tie between 50 Cent, period, and the Big Three. I know that sounds insane. Like, how could you be like the Big Three? To me, they're a complete package. That's why this was a tough time period in my life. I'm not shocked that my content page, my TikTok blew up off this Big Three shit. No funny shit. I'm not even being funny, guys. I think it's like some energy in the air. If you ask around my town, you ask around my way, you ask my people, I'm a Big Three representative. I remember when Mr. Morale dropped, and my friends was trying to tell me Mr. Morale was trash. I was the one that sat my friends down. We was in Thailand. I'll never forget. And I said, guys, it's a very introspective album, but since I know y'all niggas like a jam, let me play these jams for you first. I played them Rich Spirit. I played them Savior. I played them Count Me Out. And they were like, oh, okay, so those are the bops. And I was like, yeah. And then my girl actually was in Thailand. She went back and was like, oh, after I listened to the bops, I listened to some of the stuff with Mr. Morale. It's like for grown-ups. And I was like, yeah. It's cool. It's a good album. But sometimes some people need the bops. But that's why when you listen to the album in sequence, you might not get to the bops, or the shit's already annoying you because you got to do a lot of thinking. By the time you get to the bops, you like, man, this shit's ass. So I had to put them down and be like, yo, these are the bops. And once everybody heard the bops, they was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know. We got to be able to appreciate this shit. But 50 Cent, so how do I separate favorite and best? For me, I take those 5 things I mentioned, and you do have all those things: impact, longevity, lyricism, sales. Unfortunately, the thing that 50 Cent does, he's been culturally relevant. Shaq, we are talking about The Party Died right now, but I'm getting distracted. He's culturally relevant, but 50 Cent's prime ended right after Massacre. It wasn't a long enough prime for me. So although he's my second, he's probably my second or third favorite rapper ever. Man, I was a G-Unit soldier, dog. You couldn't tell me shit. I don't know are you saying PND like Party Next Door? I was a G-Unit soldier, dog. But anyway, back to this Kendrick record. So the rhetoric is that what everybody having a problem with my critiques of Kendrick are unwarranted, user 987, what's my critique of Kendrick? And this is my problem. That's why, like, people think out of the big three, he's the one, like, oh, that I would, that, like, because this is ridiculous. I barely critique the guy. What the fuck is the critique of Kendrick? Tell me what the critique of, tell me what my critiques of Kendrick's are. Tell me. Anyway, the record, so the record, we've talked about, I like the rapping, intense rapping, crazy rapping. That beat, I cannot do that repetitively. I can do it the first 5 times I heard the record to study. I played it again today and I was like, I can't do this as a ride around record. And I think that's how Kendrick, sometimes I don't be wanting to flex my music plugs, music industry. I might save it. He said it's only 30 minutes long. I don't want to, and as an MC too, I think I'm a pretty decent MC. I think if I made that type of song, if I made that type of record, I don't think that record, I would make it for it to be listened to day in and day out. That would be a record where I want to get my message out. I got my message. Kendrick is a right around artist. You just got to find the right songs. I want to get my message out. Once I get my message out, I'm gone. Right? That's the point. I want to get this message to you. Now, will some people replay because they love him so much? Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Em. That's the best way to say it. Kendrick had something to say, and he said it. He had something to say. He said it. Now we can break it down. But this idea that people are trying to make it like, oh, like, it's motherfucking like, it's not like us. It's crazy, right? Like, and that's okay, because this is what rap is, right? Rap is the best genre in the world, and we gotta treat it like it. And that's why I sometimes I get a little pompous up here, because I'm like, damn, Kendrick talking about responsibilities to influencers and shit. I'm like, all right, what's my responsibility as a musician / somebody that, for whatever reason, y'all care about his opinion? My responsibility is to remind y'all that this art form is beautiful. This art form, from its origin all the way, forget its actual origin in the streets of New York, right? Like, forget that. Everything that had to happen to get here. Don't let these people deceive you like, oh, this ain't the greatest thing ever, or one of the greatest things ever, because that it's one of the few art forms that allows you to make a dance record, make an introspective record, make a love record, make a protest record, what? Name any subject matter right now. I got a song for you. That's only rap. Rap. Okay, let me not say that. I shouldn't say it's only rap. I pushed it too far. It's only. I'm not gonna like this. Gonna be like, yeah, this guy's racist. It's only music influenced by African drums. I have a reason for that, but I'm not about to deep dive right now. I don't have time for that. Anyway, back to the record. Y'all gonna cook me for that one. I'm not saying white people don't know how to talk about music stuff. That's not what I'm saying, guys. God, I'm not saving this live. That was crazy. But the thing is, do I think Kendrick is good with criticism? I wouldn't know, because I don't even think he gives a damn about y'all criticism. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Kendrick really gives a damn. Like, I really think this guy does this weird thing where he has a burner. He sees people talk. He strips the fat and goes, can I use this in my next record or not? And then he goes about his business. You know why? Because there's no way Kendrick cares about criticism really from y'all and knows that Not Like Us is whatever this is. And he heard almost all of us saying, oh, Kendrick's about to get in this fun bag. And the next record he dropped is this shit. They just did the Super Bowl announcement. And was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a 5-minute scathing skating lecture, a 5-minute TED talk. I wouldn't say he cares. I say he's aware. He's aware. Oh, yeah, he gives a damn. I don't think he cares. He's aware. And if you want to critique him, I would say that's probably part of the problem is that, you know what? Okay, I'm glad they align like this. These two have the same problem. And that's why that's my middleman. They all aware of what y'all talking about. They don't give a shit. They just have two different styles. He lets you know he's chronically aligned. He does not. However, when they do their stuff like, yeah, I know what you're saying about me, but I'm still going to do my stuff anyway. He's like, yeah, I know you're saying that I'm soft and I'm still going to paint my nails. I'm still going to be at the embassy throwing the party. And then he don't tell you, but then he get on the song. Motherfucking Dot be like, the industry symbols, I got the figure with the penicillin. Oh my. He read what y'all saying. He don't necessarily care, but they both have some kind of God complex where they're like, who are you niggas to tell me what to do? I got to be efforts. And then Drake, this is how Drake do his. 6 God, I don't give a damn about all the niggas talking about shit. That's how both of them are. The one, Ant says something here. The one that does care, sorry, Drake would have had a BlackBerry. My uncle told me not to worry about what people, my uncle in the Acura. Where's Drake's uncle's Acura? The Acura was tinted so the minds were blocked. And so they both have an approach where they speak in such a way that you know they hear us, but they do things in such a way that they let you know they don't care. It's just that the problem is when he does his I don't care, it's seen as morally good, right? Because a lot of y'all niggas, we about to finish this live in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of y'all frauds. At the end of the day, you are Kendrick and Drake. You don't sit down all day listening to TED Talks and worrying about the advancements of life and how to get through. No, some days that's you. And the other days, you are at your college dorm and you're turning it to the embassy. Who don't want their college dorm to look like the embassy? Man, this is late. I'm not even in college no more. I just had a cookout for the century at the crib, at the apartment. We had the Henny going, had the tequila going. Am I a terrible human now? Guys, it's the duality of being human beings, man. No, oh my God, India, the real turd. No. And see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's like, it's the angle that they taking, right? This guy's angle is, yo, you do too much of that activism shit. And his angle is, you do too much partying. And then y'all take it and y'all both, everybody just flips it more. And then you got Cole. Ant said Cole the one that probably cared the most. And I said, you know what? You're probably right. Cole the one that probably cared the most. He seems like the one that's least chronically online. And I know that because Cole is constantly on that bicycle. You can't ride a bike and tweet at the same time. You can drive and I don't recommend it. You can drive it, but you can't ride a bike. So you could tell Cole is actively trying not to be online because that shit probably really bother him, right? So the record is preachy. It's meant to be preachy. They both preach to you. Like, that's the thing. I don't understand how people can't like read it. It's just the style and which one you prefer, right? Like them two, they both preach. It's just like one just do it one way, one do it another way. One is preaching to you about the lifestyle of, and I guess that's why with these two, that's why they so polarizing. And with Cole, sometimes people are like, yeah, let it rock. Cole in the middle, because it's that angel. It's that angel. And to me, they both the angels, but the reason why Cole is like my man's 100 grand, he the one that I feel like if I had to sign something, I sign with Dreamville, is because Cole is the human. Y'all always think it's good, evil, and then it ain't the middle. Motherfucker, you the middle. And if you're a Drake fan, you think Drake the angel, you think Kendrick the devil, you cold. Everybody thinks it's just the angel, the devil. No, there's the angel, the devil, and then you. It's a three-sided, and everybody, yeah, mind, soul, all that. And everybody keeps forgetting that because a lot of y'all, you like to take yourself out of it. That's why Cole ain't never around. You like to take yourself out of it. You like to think the world is just black and white. Right? Sometimes the angel gonna talk to you, you gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna rock with him. Sometimes the devil, and that's what y'all niggas be lying. Yo, put a GoPro on one of you Kendrick Lamar fans. Stands, cult members, put a GoPro on your head. I got $500 for a day. Bum ass niggas. Got $500 for a day. And let me see. Let me see how you live your life. Just morally. Motherfucker, you done looked up the Sexy Red video 100 times. I know. You tried. Yeah, they told you Sexy Red titties was out. You went and searched that. But at night when Kendrick dropped that record, Kendrick hates the industry. He hates everything. Shut the fuck up. Kendrick does. Let Kendrick do that. You are a human being. That's my thing. It's like how you feel about the record, the rhetoric. The motherfucking rhetoric is like, let them niggas talk. Let the devil talk. Let the angel talk. It's you. You a human being. So like, you know, I know hyperbole is what gets traffic, is what gets content, is what get people. I seen a motherfucker tweeted today. He said, man, the way Kendrick is waging this war that spiritually has to be fought. I said, yeah, for himself. If Kendrick had his own way right now and snapped his finger and got rid of all the shit you thought was ignorant, you might start hating Kendrick himself. If that motherfucker was Thanos, you understand? You'd be mad that you can't see Lotto shaking her ass. Hey, I never seen, he said, I sound like all their voices mixed. I never seen that video of Lotto with the cheetah pants. Is my girl on here? Make sure my girl not on here. Hey, I seen that shit the other day. I was so behind. How innocent am I? I seen Lotto twerking with the cheetah thing. I'm like, oh, that's what caused the whole controversy about her panties. I didn't know that was the video. That shit was brutal. I was like, oh my God. What you want me to, the industry, that. Brother, load up the wrench. Load up the wrench. So my whole thing is, guys, what's the moral of the story? Because before we go, we got about 5 minutes. The moral of the story is this. It was great rapping. We got 5 more minutes. It was great rapping. It was the beat. Let's be honest. The beat is, at first, it's very soothing, but it's not something that we can, like, I'm not going to do that 100 times. It's good rap. You know, none of y'all better be recording this. My girl, if I get home, my girl is like, oh, Lotto, huh? I'm going to find a culprit. The beat is not something that I will consistently ride around to all the time, and that's okay. I might play it again. Like, I'll play it like one more time just to kind of get some, but it's a messaging. The song is a messaging, and that's okay. You got to be able to compartmentalize. Now, the messaging is what we discussing. The message is what we all talking about. And for me, I get y'all point. I get the, like, so the Kendrick stands that I just made fun of him. I think it's disingenuous. Oh, Kendrick is waging the war. Like, the motherfucker, like, and that's why I said we want our politicians to be entertainers, we want our entertainers to be a politician. What fucking war is he waging? If I'm going to wage the war, I'm going to go back to my extreme talk again. If I want to wage the war, all right, this is the easiest it's ever been to get the music to the consumer. He posted that shit yesterday, got 10 million views. Live with that. Don't play the Super Bowl game. Don't play the Interscope game. Right? So what he's dealing with is he's 20 million views now. That's crazy. He's dealing with what he knows is the reality of this thing that functions on its own. The industry is a thing that it's a sequence of a bunch of events that just go in cycles, and he's just a small cog in it. And he would like to dismantle it, even from a moral point of view, but if we're being honest, the change starts with the artists, just the people in between. The change starts with the people that push the buttons and us. That's really the battle. The soldiers in between. So even if you took Drake out, I told you, I said, hey, I compared Drake to like some kind of dictator of like a country in Africa or some shit. Right? All right, you got rid of Drake, then what? The Brits gonna send another one. Cause the people gonna betray, like we betray each other. So it's like the Europeans is like, oh, they don't even see themselves as African. Let's go ahead and get another dictator in there. That's how I look at it. The people in the country gonna have to see each other. Who is this keep spamming? You're blocked, brother. Sorry. You're blocked. You're blocked. I only blocked him. I could have muted him. I only blocked him because he wasted 30 seconds of my time when I only have 5 minutes left. So you deserve a block. You keep spamming my page. But anyway, my rap name's Alexander the Great. I'm sorry. Good luck in your rap career, brother. We get out of here. But anyway, guys, so that's my thing. So for me, as someone that I think, can I do that more? Hop on other people's lives? I could. I just, we all, like I said, we're human. I have an ego problem that I've been trying to work on, and I'm not quite sure. You see how I can admit this? I'm not quite sure that's the right thing for me because I be listening to people talk. I respect Cash. That's why I did it. I don't know if Cash is still on here. I respect him. I don't agree with him all the time, but I respect him. Like, he's somebody when he talk, I'm like, oh, I respect you. Right? I have an ego problem, so I got to end up in somebody's live. And it's not the problem that I'm on the live. Right? It's not that I'm on the live. It's like now I'm on the live and I got to sit there, listen to motherfucker talk about dumb shit, and I can't mute him. On my live, I don't care. I'll add you guys, add everybody, but it's like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm going to mute you for a second. So I have an ego problem, and I'm trying to work on that shit. I'm trying to, like, not be fucking so, like, I know everything. And it's like a bad combination. I'm a man, I'm Nigerian, I went to school, and I got a little bit of clout. That's a bad problem. Every day I wake up like, oh, man, and I could be better. And you know the worst shit about the ego problem? And we gotta go. The worst shit about the ego problem is, even when I'm not, appreciate you for the GG, even when I'm not like where I want to be, when I get the next shit, I'll be like, yeah, let's keep working. We're gonna keep getting better. Every win just makes me feel like, yeah, I'm that nigga, right? It's just stupid because we're all human. And I guess that's why you guys don't like when I defend K-Dot. But the reason his fans don't like when I defend him, they don't like the style I use to defend him sometimes too. Because a lot of K-Dot fans don't see him as human. That's why this record, and this we gonna end with, that's why this record, motherfuckers treating that shit like they found the scripture. Did you, good afternoon. Did you see our newest submission from the Messiah, Kendrick Lamar, in which he stated, walked him down, did everyone a favor. The Holy Scripts have been submitted. How Lord has spoken. The fuck up. Like, he's venting, because he's a human being. Yeah, it ain't Kendrick Lamar's verse 27. Like, he's venting, he's a human being. Some of those things are true, some of them are not. He ain't the only one with a voice, he ain't the only one doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't the only one spotting shit. Cole do shit. Say what you want about Drake. Like, I know motherfuckers don't have all the full information. That's the toughest part about talking to people. I know you don't have the full information. There are things that he does that's productive to the full experience as a human being. Let me put it like that. Or you motherfuckers act like, oh, if it's not social issues and fucking appreciate the dolphin and it's like activism, it's not useful. You're a whole human. You have a whole human with negative thoughts, great thoughts. You're a human with balance. You're a human that strays. You're a human that deals with ego. You're a human that deals with gluttony. You deal with a lot, and the more educated you are, sometimes it helps, right? So if you're very educated, we gotta go, guys. The more it helps, we gotta get out of here. And the more aware you are, the more it helps in terms of being in what path that you want to be in. But at the end of the day, like, we all bleed, and we all are just trying to figure this shit out. And, some people more good than evil, yes. Like, but this thing that you guys do, gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I head back to the office. 8K not bad for a 30-minute live. It's not. Y'all hear? Oh my God, that's terrible. But anyway, we're all human beings. I gotta get back in the office. I don't wanna look crazy like I'm talking on my phone. But and we all can find things in all three of these guys that we can relate to. Sometimes even when they're positive, sometimes even when they're negative. Right? And there are things that we can find to critique about them. So in closing, the K-Dot record was great rapping. The beat was cool at first to hear it. It's easy. The message can seep through with that beat. But after continuously listening, it sounds like hypnosis. So I can't do that continuously. I got the message. I thought it was great rapping. And the message, though, is open to critique. I think that's for K-Dot fans, I want you guys to relax. If you took it as Bible, cool. But if it's not Bible, it's open to critique. And to the people that are not K-Dot fans, although it's open to critique, it's not open for you to just now be acting like this guy is like Miss Cleo or something that's just trying to hustle everybody. That's a bit extreme too. And if you're a J. Cole fan, just be happy. This week you're safe. Y'all stay blessed. I love y'all. Let's get back to the timeline. Last words. 30-minute live. Oh, yo, wait, hold on. Can we hit 10K? Can we hit 10K on that likes, yo? Stop playing before I get back in the office. Hit 10K. Run it up. Hit 10K. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop. Oh, I hate these bugs. Y'all want to see these bugs? I can't stand them. Oh, we hit 10K. All right. I love y'all. Bye. We hit 10K.